Alrighty then. Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus, episode 1083 New Skills. As an author, you have all kinds of new skills that you can learn. We can't know everything. And if you think you know everything, you're selling yourself short because you can't. And there's always an opportunity to learn more. I tried working with visual arts a lot, Photoshop, all that stuff, and just it never clicked. I know good art when I see it, but that's the best I can do. So there's some new skills that don't beat your head against the wall if it's too hard. Now, you have to learn the basics. So the basics, yes, I know here's what looks good. You can't have this contrast with that, but you can learn enough to be functional. And that's where I am with visual arts. Functional, just like business, just like marketing. Writing, you have to be good at that. That's where you got to study the craft. But have you studied the craft? Have you done what you needed to do? Have you bought books? Have you read books with a critical eye, not just reading to be entertained? This is an ever-evolving world, and there are a lot of opportunities. There are a lot of courses out there. There's a lot of stuff out there for free. Generally, it's money or time. And if the stuff for free, well, then that's going to probably take more time, but you can still learn what you need to learn. Courses are a shortcut. You pay some money, and it's condensed, and hopefully you learn more quickly. And hopefully it's a good course and not just one that takes your money. So you have to be discerning. Check what other people say. Check what other people do in regards to that course. Get the feedback. Mile wide and inch deep. That works in some cases, but generally you want to be wide enough that you know all these different topics are familiar with, and deep in areas that are important to you. Once you've got a lot of books, well, then marketing better become more important to you, and you start digging deeper and deeper. If you don't have a lot of books, then craft is where you start digging deeper and deeper, and you become an expert in certain areas and familiar with the other areas that touch on your business. That's good enough. But once you're expert, you don't just rest on your laurels, because there's an ever-evolving world out there. When it comes to being an author and a professional author trying to make money off your words, this world is kind of armored against you. There's a lot out there, and you have to break in. Well, it's okay. You just check around, you find those cracks, find where your niche is, and you have a niche, I guarantee it. Find where that is and exploit it. Learn what you need to know to exploit it better. And it might be, hey, this kind of use of TikTok short videos or reels on Facebook or these other social media platforms. You could be good at something that you never gave yourself a chance to be good at. That's what I mean about learning new skills. You could find that, hey, I am really good at this. Even if it's not your face. I don't want to put this face on TikTok, but I can read. I can read a little bit of a story. I can show stuff. I can show an Alaskan landscape and let the readers and the listeners use their imagination to fill in the rest. And, oh, by the way, I have a book about this, that kind of thing. So explore your boundaries. Learn a skill that you haven't learned before to help your business. So take a look with a critical eye. What will help your business? Find where those cracks are. And yes, it's high humidity out there, so I'm having some minor problems, but I'm overcoming it through a lot of throat clearing. All right. Learn a skill. Find those cracks in the armor of the world that's lined up against you and exploit the hell out of them to find your niche and go forth, be a professional author, and expand and keep expanding your success. Peace, fellow humans.